Hi, and welcome to 12 o'clock branding, where I'm going to take you through a whole bunch of tips to help you build a brand of your dreams, a brand that people will connect, resonate with, and absolutely fall in love with. So, my branding tip number 3 is that branding and business is different. Branding is all about connection, while business is all about transactions. So, what you need to focus on is when you're building a brand, you really need to connect with your customer. This is the one thing that I wanted to go through, because a lot of people have said to me, Deb, you keep saying that your logo is not your brand, but if the logo is not the brand, then what is? And this is what it's all about, right? So your business is about transactions. A child selling lemonade on the side of the street is doing business. They're simply transacting. They're selling a product or a service, and that is what business is all about. It really is about the transactions and the sales. And when you have something like a pandemic, like COVID, where a lot of the transacting is suddenly put to a halt and you cannot transact anymore, this is where a lot of businesses went under. However, this is where a lot of brands really came to the forefront, because they were connecting with their customer. They were still making themselves relevant. And even though they weren't making sales, they were still making sure that they were front of mind, that they were engaging and doing things that customers would be able to say, I understand that, I connect with that, I resonate with that. So when you're looking at building your brand, you really need to see what that connection piece can be. What is that area that you can go, hang on, this is something that I can make very relevant for my customer. This is something that is going to make them sit back and go, oh wow, this business really understands me. This business understands what my pain points are. This business understands exactly what I need at a particular given time. So have a little bit of a think about that as to how you can make your business a lot more connected while being able to achieve all the goals that you want to achieve. So I want to give you a little example. I worked with a real estate company, where they wanted to, they had a couple of problems, right? And one was that their competitors were getting more of the fantastic houses to sell. They were finding that they weren't getting a lot of repeat work, a lot of referral work. Their houses weren't selling for as much. And so when we went through the whole experience, the brand experience, the customer journey, we identified that there were a few key things that they were missing. One of them being that when somebody is having an open house, they don't have any time for anything else but to clean. Yet they were saying to their customers, well, you know, a house sells better if you can smell freshly baked bread or cookies or anything like that. And the client was basically going, well, that's impossible. I can't go baking cookies when I'm trying to clean up my entire house so that I can have an open house inspection. So when we looked at that and we thought, okay, that is a bit of a challenge for the client. So how can we alleviate that? And so we teamed up with an aromatherapy company, and we created candles that smell like freshly baked bread. So when onboarding the client, what they did was they gave them a candle, right? So at the beginning of the transaction, they're giving a gift, not at the end. Usually real estate agents give the gift at the end when somebody has sold their house. But this was an onboarding process where they were able to give them this candle right at the beginning. And all they had to do was light the candle 20 minutes before the open inspection, something that everyone was able to do. If they forgot about it, it was very easy for the agent to go in and quickly light a candle. What happened with that is that the clients loved the fact that they were being listened to, that their pain point was being heard. Secondly, as people came through the house, they smelt this freshly baked bread, which made them feel like it was more of a home. The result was that they sold their houses quicker, for more money, and the clients that they sold the houses for told all of their friends. it was a win-win situation for absolutely everybody. And that is a perfect example as how you can create a true connection with your customer while alleviating their pain points. So have a think about your brand. Are there any gaps that you can look at as to how you can create more of an experience? So if you are concerned about your brand or you're a little confused, you can always jump onto my free brand audit challenge that we're going to be running in September. I will pop the link below. So have a look at that. Sign up. It's free. It's 5 days. We'll be able to have a look at what you're doing really well and where all the gaps are. If you do feel like you need help with your brand strategy, then go straight to the Brand Magic Masterclass. If you get in before the 31st of October, you get in to sign up with the early bird special and save yourself some dollars. And then we will go through the whole process of building you a brand strategy so that you know exactly what your brand needs to say and do to get the outcome that you're wanting for your customers. So I'll put the links below. Remember, huge saving if you get into the early bird special, but come on, sign up. Join me for the challenge. It will be great to see you there. And I'll see you tomorrow for more branding tips.